So Tom Henderson, a pretty well-known leaker and news reporter, published an article not too long ago talking about Battlefield and the uphill battle that it faces and the next title. So again, this is just information that he published, so take it with a grain of salt. I'll leave a link to his Twitter handle and the full article in the description down below. But yeah, I just wanted to cover what he is outlining in this article. So he's basically saying that internally, Battlefield 2042 was referred to as a miss, but they are working to make things right for players that are still playing the game. So hopefully that means there will still be support and not all support has been cut, and that they can get the game fixed into somewhat of a playable state as opposed to what it is right now. So he's saying that despite the poor numbers that Battlefield 2042 has generated, there is a new Battlefield title in active development, and EA is providing the resources needed to bring back the franchise. Now, by resources, I hope this means one, adequate time to make a polished title that works at launch. Don't rush the game. Give it the time it needs. Do multiple play tests with the community and players to get all the bugs worked out. Get something that is actually worth the money to players. And don't go chasing fads like extraction royale game modes or battle royales or putting a hero type shooter in Battlefield and then midway through the development of the game do a complete 180 because you realize that the game probably shouldn't be an extraction royale, which from what we've heard is what Battlefield 2042 was supposed to be. It was supposed to be an extraction royale type game, but then midway through development, they did a complete 180 to make it only a part of the game and have all-out warfare in there as well as Portal, but that is neither here nor there. So they're saying that they learned valuable lessons from Battlefield 2042. Now, all this is just words, right? They've said this time and time again. We've learned from our past mistakes and we're working to fix these, but clearly they're not because, Battlefield 5 released how it was, Battlefield 2042 released how it was. So the best thing that they can do, give the game the time it needs to actually be polished, do a lot of play tests with people, get feedback on what works and what doesn't work. And yeah, don't release something that isn't ready under the guise of a live service game. Just have it be a complete shit show, because that's what Battlefield 2042 was at release and still is to this day. So according to somebody that is a source for Tom Henderson, they said that they think they'll be reverting a lot of the changes they made in Battlefield 2042. Now, that doesn't mean much. This might be in reference to 128 player count, specialists that obviously has received pretty harsh criticism from the community and, deservedly so. So their original plans was for Battlefield 2042 to act as a foundation for the future, and with next Battlefield game being built upon it. But according to Tom, a former developer who recently left DICE following the launch of 2042 had suggested that the next game was almost going to be like a hero shooter with specialists becoming mercenaries. So, I don't think that's exactly what your audience wants. I personally don't want a hero shooter out of Battlefield. If I wanted a hero shooter, I'd go play something like Apex Legends, that is a battle royale with obviously hero type characters, or maybe some Overwatch. But I play Battlefield to play with my friends as a squad and work together to a common objective and have dedicated roles, not to just lone wolf it like we can right now in Battlefield 2042, where everybody is doing whatever they want because there's no real semblance of teamwork, as anybody can run whatever they want. But that is personal opinion. So he says that it does seem like this plan may have changed, though, with recent playtest and feedback sessions focusing on the class system in Battlefield 2042. He does also mention that people that were invited to the sessions believe that the changes coming to the specialist system in the next Battlefield game will tie specialists' roles to classes more closely. They should actively be chasing that in 2042 and test the waters with this game that is already, pretty much in the dirt, to see how the community reacts to this, to having specialists maybe classified into separate classes and locking off certain gadgets or equipment to certain classes. So they should do this right now and see how it works, because I don't see the specialists going anywhere in Battlefield 2042, if I'm being completely honest. But at least if they can test the specialists being split up into classes in 2042, and if they see that it doesn't work, then they can, you know, change their course for the next title and forego specialists altogether. So he does also say that his sources did confirm one thing: the next title is currently slated to have a modern / near future setting. As for the future of Battlefield 2042, so DICE is obligated to release 4 specialists and 4 battle passes for Battlefield 2042 as per the Gold and Ultimate Edition purchasers. That is what was included in that bundle, was a year 1 pass that gave us 4 specialists and 4 battle passes. And also there is one map, obviously named Exposure, that has been data mined from the files that should be coming this summer, hopefully. We are thirsty for new maps and hopefully more infantry focused maps, but yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. He does say that a large portion of DICE has now moved on to the next title, which is pretty common in the video game industry, albeit 2042 is objectively not complete as a game. There's a lot to do still. He says there's still a strong and dedicated team working on Battlefield 2042 and its future content, despite concerns from the community that the game has been abandoned, which is something that I was leaning towards, because the updates, they're few and far between and they're not coming out really fast. So, you know, you could see how some community members, or most of the community, would feel as though Battlefield 2042 has been left to die and wither away slowly and painfully, while nobody plays it but AIs. But anyways, he says that new modes, weapons, vehicles, maps, and more are still coming to Battlefield 2042 and are expected to be delivered throughout its life cycle. In addition, Ripple Effect is working hard to bring new content to Battlefield Portal soon. So again, all this is to be taken with a grain of salt. It'd be awesome if they did something like bring a 64-player Conquest playlist in All Out Warfare and just have all the maps that are in Battlefield 2042 right now. So I'm talking all the Portal maps and all the 2042 base maps. Put all those in a playlist in All Out Warfare. Give us something to do. The content is so thin right now in what could be considered the base game mode for Battlefield 2042. And, you know, there's still a lot of bugs with the game, and it's understandable why people are going and playing other games because, you know, Battlefield 2042 just ain't it. It's just not. It wasn't ready for release. They weren't ready for a live service for this game, and it shows. But yeah, hopefully the next Battlefield game, they give it the time that it needs to be polished. I can say one thing: I am sure as hell not gonna have really high expectations of them. And, you know, I probably won't pre-order the game. If I want to play it early, I might get a month of EA Play and, you know, play it that way. But yeah, expectations are super low, and they're going to have to do a lot to win back my confidence and the confidence of, you know, probably the entirety of the Battlefield community. But anyways, that is it for the article. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that they should be more so focusing on 2042, or let that game die and put all their efforts on the future of Battlefield, so the next Battlefield title? Do you think they should be doing both, which according to this article is what they're currently doing? But yeah, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.